Well, hello to all my sunflower and diamond friends. Excuse me, my brain kind of went. So, first of all, I am Jackie Williams. I live in Kansas, and I want to welcome you to my channel, Sunflower and Diamonds. And I want to thank each and every one of you because I hit 201 subscribers. So, yes, thank you. And thank you especially to Star, Sherry, and Miss Southern Belle, because last night they had a live and I happened to get on and I told them I was at 197 and I needed just a little bit to get to 200. Well, I made it to 200 plus one more. So thank you to all of you out there who subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoy my content. If not, it's okay. I won't be hurt because I really sometimes don't know what to talk about. So that's okay. Anyway, I'm still working on the hummingbird. This is actually Friday evening, and I'll post it for tomorrow, Saturday at 2 p.m. because I decided if I could get this accomplished tonight, I have other things I need to get accomplished tomorrow. So, yeah, it's kind of going to be busy, so I'll give you the rundown. I'm going to go ahead and move you down so you can watch me diamond paint, and I'll chit-chat with everyone. Oh, and by the way, how is everyone doing? I hope you are doing very well. I'm doing good. So, all right, here we go. There it is. Okay, I'm kind of on the green, which that's okay. There's a lot of green in this picture. All right. So, yep, it's been a busy week. Work is busy. So, yeah. Oh, before we get too far, let me go ahead and first apologize. I tried to print off comments, but for some reason, either my phone isn't letting me or something. So I'm going to have to really sit down and get this figured out. I got it printed off last week, but this week it just was like giving me some hissy fits. So, you know, technology, you love it, but then you hate it. So, yep. So, everybody who commented, thank you, and I did reply back to you. I'm thankful for each and every one of you who reply. I don't know if I asked a question or not. Can't remember. Oh, well. Maybe I said something about Easter, but that's okay. I won't hold it against you. Oops. That one popped off. All right, let's go ahead and first do our prayer card. Today's prayer. It says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Ephesians 4:2. Oops, hold on. My pen. So right there it is. And then the inspiration card is woman. And what woman stands for is wonderful, optimistic, marvelous, amazing, and noble. So that's what woman stands for. Right. Oops. There. Okay. All right. I plan on maybe hopefully reading some trivia and American facts, but we'll see. I'm going to just talk and diamond paint. I haven't diamond painted much this week at all. Well, Easter Sunday I did. Excuse me. I did diamond paint then. And then, well, Saturday when I did my WIP enchant, I diamond painted then. So, yep, that's about all I got done. I try to do it like a little bit in the morning. Sometimes I'm able to. But this week it just wasn't a thing to do. So yep. Let's see. Sunday, our Easter was very good. We went to Victoria. That's where my sister and my mom and dad live. But we always have all our family things at my sister's house. It just made it handy when her two boys were little. That way they didn't have to take them out into the cold. So, which was fine. And they have a very beautiful house. So, yep. And then, let's see. What else about Sunday? Oh, my brother cooked. He made a roast. We had mashed potatoes. My sister made coleslaw. And she, their neighbor girl was doing a fundraiser, I guess, for Texas Roadhouse. And so she purchased some of their rolls. Oh my goodness, those things were delicious. And she even was able to get the cinnamon butter. That was very good too. Sorry, kind of thirsty. So yeah. And then I ended up purchasing a cheesecake. I was supposed to make one, but Jackie just was very lazy. I didn't feel like it, so I went and purchased one. So it was good. And then my sister made a white cake because her husband and her boys do not like cheesecake. They don't like cream cheese. I don't know where they come from, but you know, whatever. I just love cheesecake and I love cream cheese, so I'm so glad they don't like it because that was more for us. So, yep. And Sunday was really a nice day and a nice evening. So, anyway. And then Monday was back to work. But luckily, the schools in Hayes didn't have school because the non-Catholic school had parent-teacher conferences, and then the Catholic school, because it's Catholic, it's Easter Monday, they didn't have school. So it made it nice driving to work on Monday. So, yep. And then, let's see what else. Oh, in the morning, I was able to walk a couple times. Not as far as I wanted to, but, you know, that's okay. And then, Wednesday afternoon, I think that's when it started. We started getting rain. And it rained all Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, and then all day yesterday. We received 4 inches of rain, guys. Oh my gosh, that's so wonderful because we needed it. And Big Creek should be going up at least, which is a good thing because it was kind of getting low there. Wasn't running over the dam. If it was very little, but now that we got this 4 inches of rain, that'll help. And the reason why I say it, because Big Creek goes out west, and so it depends on how much rain they received, and then it'll, you know, run down this way. So usually, I think it takes about 2 days for it to come down our way. So tomorrow, maybe I'll have to drive over and check and see. If I do, I'll have to take a video and post it as a short. Because it's just something to see the water running over the dam. It's pretty cool. And let's see. And then brings us actually to today already. I mean, oh, the other thing, before I forget, Wednesday, my youngest nephew had birthday. He turned 21 already. Can't believe it. So, yesterday was my 2-hour lunch, and on Sunday, I asked him if he would have lunch with me, and he said yes. And I said, well, let's just meet at Bernie's. And it's a mom and pop diner. And then he came back over and he said, can we eat at JD's? It's a chicken place in Hayes. It's like another mom and pop place. And I said, yeah, we sure can if that's what you want to do. And I said, just let me know if something comes up that you can't go. And then I think Wednesday, oh yeah, it was Wednesday because I wished him a happy birthday. And he says, I'm able to go with you to lunch on Thursday. I said, okay. And then Thursday, I did send him another message just to make sure. And he said, yep, I'm going to be there. And it's funny, I got there before he did. Usually he beats me there. But he said he was finishing something up at work. I said, oh, okay. I said, that's fine. And we ordered, and while we was while we was waiting for our food to come, we was talking and everything. And he said his one friend wanted him to go have lunch, but he said, I told him I'll do it tomorrow with you because my aunt wanted to take me to lunch for my birthday. And I said, thank you for let me take you. I said, that's the biggest thing I love to do. Another sip of water. Sorry, guys. So, I wish I could do it with my oldest nephew, but he's just so busy. So, yeah. It's okay. It's all good. I just can't believe he's 21 now. And Justin is 22. She had him very close, which is good because we both got married. We was in our 30s, so doesn't leave you much time. So, but it's okay. They're very close brothers. In school they had the love-hate relationship, but now they're like the best of friends. And we was the same way. There's 3 girls and a boy, so we had a love-hate relationship growing up, and then now we're there for each other all the time. So, yep. And I'm sure everybody has that. And if not, if you still have a hate relationship, I'm sorry, because I am just so thankful for my 2 sisters and my brother. And I know I can count on them if I ever need anything, and they know they can count on me if they need something. So, yep. It's all good. I understand sometimes families just can't get along. They try their hardest, but there's just that something that happens. But I think it's because of her mom. She was close with her siblings. She had 2 brothers, and there were a total of 8 girls. So she came from a big family, and she just kind of always stressed to us kids that we needed to be there for each other. Because she would always say, Mom and Dad aren't going to be around forever, and you're going to have to rely on each other. So I think that's the reason why. So, and me being the oldest, I sometimes got to put them in their place. And do they have to put me in my place? Nah. Sometimes, not all the time. I usually have to put them in their place and say, listen here, you don't have to act like that. But anyway, oh, it feels good to diamond paint, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping to place an Amazon order because I want to get that Last Supper picture because I got to get it here so I can get started on it. And I'm sure it's going to take a little time. So, but we'll see. Hopefully, if I do it, I'll wait until Sunday to place the order. That way, you know, hopefully, get here quicker, but not necessarily, which I know. So, oh, I gotta stretch my right leg out. It's hurting. I don't know with this. Right. Well, since it rained, we got cooler weather. It's only in the 40s, which is nice because you're not sweating. Let me tell you. But when you have pain in your body, it's not so much fun. And I don't know, even today at work, my leg was throbbing quite a bit. So I was stretching and everything, trying to calm the pain down. It finally calmed down towards late afternoon, which is okay, I'll take it. So, and that's the reason why I haven't been able to walk as far, because I go for my walk and then, I don't know, I'm not very far and then it's throbbing. So I usually turn around and come back and rest my leg for a while. So, but anyway. Let's see, what else is new in the neighborhood? Oh, well, it would have been Monday night. The Historical Society, we should have had a meeting for the centennial next year. But I guess they postponed it until Tuesday. Well, I didn't know right away. And I sent the one lady a message and said, I'm not going to make it Monday night because I just was tired and I was going to try and get to bed early. And she said, well, we actually moved it to Tuesday night, so if you can, that would be good. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't come Tuesday because Tuesday, after work, I had to run to Victoria to take care of something. And so by the time I run to drive to Victoria, I should say I drove. Anyway, then, what time you get it taken care of, and then I had to quick make a stop where my mom works to pick something up out of her car. Then I quick went in because I wanted to see her real quick to let her know I took the stuff out of her car, which I know she would have seen, but, it's like, I told her, I said, I can't stay long, I gotta quick get home, take care of Snoop, but I said I had to stop and say hi, even though I just seen you on Sunday, It's like, it's just the thing about your mom, you just need to see her. So, anyway, so then by the time I got home Tuesday, I think it was probably close to 6 o'clock, so, and the meeting started at 7, so it's like, yeah, I'm not going to get there. So anyway, that's just the way that cookie crumbles sometimes. Let me put 2 more down here, and then I will dig out my trivia books and I'll look at them over and see what we can do. Oh, I did go up to the Hobby Lobby today because I was actually looking at beads for something. And earlier in the week, I was up there, I think it was Monday actually, because I knew Easter stuff would be on sale, but I didn't buy nothing. I just wanted to see what they all had. And so I made my way to the back where the diamond painting area is. On Monday, there wasn't as many, but today they look like they added a little bit more. Not a lot, but a little. And it's pretty much what you guys show on your, when you go to Hobby Lobby, so, yep. And where they display the Easter stuff, the next, I think, 3 aisles, they already pulling out all their patriotic stuff because, you know, Memorial Day is coming up. And they have a lot of summer stuff. I like to purchase some more bubble stuff for my kiddos, my godson and his 2 sisters. So hopefully next month when I get paid I can do that. Because they have, I think, a bubble machine, and then, you know, it's a round thing that has a lot of little holes, and then I like to purchase those big containers of bubbles for them. I think they would love that. So, like I said, hopefully next month I can do that. Oh, and next week, I don't know if I'll have a WIP and chat. Because, one, my husband is going to go fishing on Saturday. And he's going back to eastern Kansas, around the Lawrence area, to go fishing. And I said I wanted to go with him. And it was funny. Was it last night? No, Wednesday night. Yeah. He says, are you ready for next weekend? I said, well, what's next weekend? Oh, I'm going to go fishing, and you said you was going with me. I said, that's next weekend already? I said, holy moly, where did the time go? It's like, it's already going to be May, guys. It's like unreal. But if everything works out the way I want it to tomorrow, knock on wood, I hope it does, maybe I can do an unboxing of that Chuck Penson, because I sure would like to do that. And then that Thomas Kincaid one, maybe I can do that, and then I can post that for the following Saturday when I'm gone, but at least you'll get to see the unboxing. And maybe I can just chit-chat a little bit. And then I'll take pictures when we're there. I don't know how the lake looks, so I'll be just as surprised as you when I post pictures. So yeah. Oops, you know what? I got sidetracked, didn't I? Yep. Oh, I'm getting here. Look at that. It's just, it's so beautiful. And it's going to be simply gorgeous when it's done. I'm excited for it. Yay! All right, let's quick do a American facts. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Food and drink. Let's do that. I know some of these I've read, but it's been a while, so here, let's just read on this side and maybe one other side. The boysenberry, a cross between several kinds of berries, was invented in the 1920s on Rudolph Boysen's farm in Northern California. Walter Knott, a Southern Californian berry expert and founder of the famous Knott's Berry Farm, was the first person to grow it commercially. Okay. Salsa is the best-selling condiment in the United States. The last condiment with that title was ketchup. About 21 million hot dogs are eaten every year at baseball games in the U.S. That's a lot of hot dogs. 21 million? Woo-wee! Oh, let's go over this way. Oh, here's something with Kansas. It says Sumner County, Kansas, is the wheat capital of the world. Okay. Aunt Jemima pancake flour, invented in 1889 in Missouri, was the first commercial ready-mix food. The Reuben sandwich was invented in Nebraska. In 1719, the first potato ever planted in the U.S. was planted in New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, it takes about 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. New Jersey has more diners than anywhere else in the world. Oh, wow. Over the first weekend in October, Las Cruces, New Mexico, makes the world's largest enchilada. Star, you better go check that out and take a picture for us. Hatch, New Mexico, is the green chili capital of the world. Well, those two just need to get together, you know. The green chili can go on the enchilada, and oh my. When the process of cellophane wrapping was invented, one effect was that the carrot capital of the country moved from Grants, New Mexico to California. Okay, I wonder why. I have to Google that and learn a little bit more. Okay, let's go back this way and see. Oh, margarine was once illegal in Wisconsin. Okay, and about 2 billion. Did you catch that? 2 billion pounds of chocolate are consumed each year in the U.S. I wonder if that's correct. Because sometimes I think I eat my share and then some. I mean, chocolate, come on. All right, let's go ahead with the baby boomer trivia. We haven't done these in a long time, guys. Oh, my. Let's see. Okay, let's check this out. It says on February 3rd, 1962, the United States began an embargo against which country? Was it Vietnam, Cuba, China, or the USSR? I want to say it was the USSR. Let's see if Jackie's right. No, it was Cuba. It was smack in the face to the United States that the Soviet Union and Cuba inked a trade deal on January 9, 1962. As a result, the U.S. imposed a trade embargo on Cuba 4 weeks later, depriving vacationing and cigar enthusiasts Americans of access to Cuba and its goods, while simultaneously crippling Cuba's GDP and its citizens' standard of living. Okay. Which influential American spoke at the Lincoln Memorial in August 28, 1963? Was it A, Cleavon Little, B. Colin Powell, C. Jesse Jackson, D. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm going to say it was D. Martin Luther King Jr. Yes. On August 28, 1963, during a march on Washington for jobs and freedom, Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous I Have a Dream speech. It was a glimmer of hope amid recent tensions and resonated with many about segregation. The moment gained further poignancy following King's 1968 assassination. Poignancy. What scandal involving the U.S. president occurred on June 17, 1972? A. The Odessa Files. B. The Vietnam Crisis. C. Watergate. D. Democratic vote tampering. I'm going to say it was C. Watergate, because that was in 72. Even though I wasn't very old, I do remember hearing it. It was Watergate. Presidential Counsel John Dean, Chief of Staff Heidelman, and Domestic Affairs John Ehrlichman are associated with breaking into the Democratic National Committee headquarters to steal information. When all the details came to light, Nixon, whether guilty or not, would become the first president of the USA to resign. Okay, let's do 3 more. Which heiress took part in a bank robbery in San Francisco on April 15, 1974? A. Jacqueline Getty. B. Patty Hearst. C. Eileen Vanderbilt. D. Doris Duke. And if I remember right, it was B. Patty Hearst. Because I remember reading a story about it. Patty Hearst is the answer. A supposed kidnap victim took part in the Hibernia bank robbery with her captors, the militant SLA, and that means Symbionese Liberation Army. A month later, a police raid on South Central Los Angeles house killed 6 members, ending the group. The crime earned Hearst a 7-year sentence, but after a large donation to the Democratic Party, President Jimmy Carter shortened her sentence to just 22 months. Okay. John Lennon was shot and killed outside of his home in New York City. What was the name of this apartment building? Was it A. Delaware, B. Dakota, C. Carolina, D. Arkansas? I sure do not know. I mean, I remember hearing him being shot and killed, but I couldn't tell you what the name of his apartment building was. So let's go with, say, C. Carolina. No, it was B. Dakota. Located on 72nd Street and Central Park West in Manhattan, the Dakota Apartments, constructed in 1880, were named so because the area was at one time considered as remote as the Dakota Territory. The prestigious co-op apartments cost $4 million to $30 million each. Whoa! Lennon lived at the Dakota from 1973 until his murder by Mark David Chapman on December 8, 1980. Okay. Who was the first U.S. president to appear on TV in color? Was it A. Truman, B. Eisenhower, C. Kennedy, D. Nixon? I'm going to say maybe Kennedy. No, it was Eisenhower. Dwight Eisenhower gave the keynote address at the May 22nd, 1958 opening ceremony for NBC studio in Washington, D.C. The former wartime general and now president's colored television address was the first of its kind. Okay, That was pretty good. Oh, we learned a little bit, didn't we? So yeah. I remember some of those things happening, like a little bit of Watergate, just always hearing about it, never really knew what it was all about. And I do, like I said, remember hearing about John Lennon being shot and killed. So, oh goodness. Well, that's about all I know. I thought I had a lot to say, but I guess I didn't. Excuse me. We went for supper tonight. It's a sports bar in Hayes called the Golden Q. So we both had hamburgers. So, and then we just shared a large order of onion rings because they have the best onion rings ever. So, yep. And then that was it. Then we came home and I decided I'd quick do this. Oh, now I know what else I was going to tell you. Thursday? Wednesday? Well, it doesn't matter. One of those days. In the mail, I had like a postcard, and it was a save the date thing. And he has a cousin who's going to be getting married here in September. So they send out a save the date, September 13th, which is a Saturday. And they said the wedding invitation is to follow. So, yep. And then yesterday I sent his brother a message because he lives in Texas. I said, "Are you coming home for so-and-so's wedding?" He said, "Yes, I do." But he said, "I don't know when it is." I said, "Well, we received a save the date card in the mail." And I said, you should be receiving one. I guess he don't check his mail all the time, which is fine, whatever. So, yep, we'll have a wedding in September. And I know that's going to be a very busy time for me at work because we're getting ready to switch over to a new, they call it a core system conversion. And so when that happens, there may be a couple times I'm going to have to work the weekend. So, and I know there's, I think, one time in August, a time in September, and a time in October, because I think it's supposed to then be, how they say, go live in October, because we'll have to work on a weekend. Then somehow something takes place on Monday, and then like the rest of the week we should be ready to go. So, but technology, sometimes things change. Oh, and this week at work we have Employee Appreciation Week, and so that means we get to wear jeans all week, and we're supposed to, we don't have to, it's voluntary, we can dress Western if we want, like boots and a Western shirt. I'll probably wear jeans. I don't really have anything Western anymore. When I was younger I did, especially when I dated my husband, because we were Western, but I don't really have anything now. I do have a pair of cowboy boots, but I may have to go clean them up a little bit. So, because it's been a while since I've worn them. I kind of wore them this winter because I really didn't have a pair of boots to go out in the snow with. So, yep. I have to look them over and clean them up. Get all the, I would say cow manure, but I know there's no cow manure on it. But still, gotta buff them up and make them look nice. So, and we all, throughout all of the credit union, we got cowboy hats. They purchased them. They're not real fancy or anything, and then we got to kind of like decorate them a little bit. So you got to put like a headband on them, and mine has turquoise on it. It had some turquoise stones, and then she had a bag of feathers that we could use to decorate. So I took the turquoise feathers and put it on my cowboy hat. It looks really nice. So I have it hanging up in my office at work. So, yep. Oh, I don't think I ever did it. I should take a picture of our cover wagon we have displayed, because we were supposed to come up with a cover wagon design. So we did. We put one together, and it looks really, really, really sharp. So I may have to take a picture of it. I do it Monday before everybody gets there at work. That'll work. They made a cover wagon. We use a table as the base. And then one of the guys, he does some woodworking, so he made the, what do you call it? Not the base, because the table is it, but the bottom part of the wagon, because it sits on top of the table. And then we took some PVC pipe and made it arch. We did, I think, 4 of them. You know how they arched over. Then we got a canvas, and we put that over the top of it, because the cover wagons had canvas. And then the vice president of the credit union, her son works at a furniture store. So she went and got some big cardboard pieces, and we cut out cardboard wagon wheels, and we painted them. It looks really sharp. And then another lady, her husband works at a school, so he checked with their drama department, and they had some Western stuff that we could use. So they had like wooden fence posts. So on either side of the wagon, we got it fenced in. And then they ordered off of Amazon, what you want to call it? It's like a sheet, and it has a backdrop scenery, from like when they went traveling across like a canyon or something. And then they purchase, they're supposed to be bales of straw, that it's out of paper, but it's square. So we got some of that. We have a milk can. We have a pair of cowboy boots. We have a little fire. And then one year at the credit union, they gave out these aluminum. I think they're aluminum. I know you've probably seen them. They were I know they came in different colors, because my brother has blue and white, And anyway, so that's like a coffee mug. So we got that sitting there by the fire. We have a coffee pot. And we even have a rubber snake. So yeah, we got it all pretty well decorated. And we had to then take a picture and send it to like corporate, which is down in Garden City, but we never did find out who won yet. So hopefully we still have a chance that we're gonna win, because we worked hard on ours. So yep, like I said, it looks pretty cool. We have some talented employees at the credit union. So yep, look at that. I'm getting further, oops, and further all the time. See that? That is so cool. Alright guys, I'm going to, I think, go ahead and sign off. I hope you enjoy my video. And again, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And thank you for subscribing to my channel, all 201 of you. Let me get this up. Kind of made a funny face there. So thank you to all 201 subscribers of Sunflower and Diamonds. Like I said, I hope you enjoy my WIP and chats. And I know I won't see you next week, but I will try my hardest to get unboxing done for you. That way you have something, and maybe I will just visit a little bit after I do that unboxing. I'll see how things go. And then the following week I may do another one, because there's a good possibility I have to help my mom cook, because my sister will be busy with something else. So, which is fine. But you know, May gets busy. There's Mother's Day, there's graduations. And then we got Memorial Day weekend. So yeah. So with that, I'm going to say have a good week. And I'm going to send blessings to all of you. And with that, I love you. And I'll see you sometime soon. Okay? Bye.